I feel better than I have in a long time. I'm 50 years old now, and I feel like I'm 30 years old again. Hey guys, I want to welcome you back for another Carnivore weekly update. Let's see, this last week I've been working on rotating 36-hour fasting, and so far the week went pretty good. Also, I did lose, I think, approximately 5 pounds overall, and I did 3 of these 36-hour fasts with a 12-hour feeding window, and it worked out pretty good. Now, just a little bit ago, I went all the way down to the post office to check the mail. I forgot my keys. Ran all the way back down to the post office after running over to another store before I got to the house to go back to the post office to pick up my keys to go back to the post office again, just to check the mail to see if anybody sent me any gifts. And lo and behold, somebody did send me something, and that's something I do want to show you guys and talk a little bit more about how the week went. Let's get on into the 36-hour fasting for the week. Now, this week was a little bit interesting because a lot of these fasts, they turned into almost a 40-hour fast, almost every single one of them. And that happened because the time I start my fast is about 6 p.m. on Sunday, and then it rolls over throughout the entire day of Monday. And then on Tuesday at 6 a.m., that's when I can actually refeed at that time. I have 12 hours. So 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. in the evening, and then I start my fast again. I've been pretty good about the starting times on the fasting. Sometimes it's a little bit sooner, a little bit later. And another thing I did do is I created a circle on our fasting app, and I did share that in our community post. So if anybody's interested in fasting themselves and they want to join this circle, I'm definitely able to help people and talk to people through things, talk you off a cliff at times. But it's just one of those things, it helps us stay accountable. And that's the whole point of having a fasting application on the phone. But yeah, I did set up a Big Man Alaska fasting account. And if I could fumble through my buttons here, and it's on the Life Fasting application. Now you can get that on iOS. You can also get that on Android. And it's just a pretty good deal. But this is kind of what it looks like here. So when you open up the application, let's see. So I have 2 different circles, and I just learned that you can actually join multiple circles on this application, and I shared that with some of the other people in the community just today. But my circle is called Big Man Alaska. So, and this is what the screen looks like. I don't know, maybe got too much sun there. But if I go to my profile, and let's see here, let's go to my circles. Big Man Alaska, click on that. And this is what it's going to look like. And I'm going to cover up those other people, but that's kind of what it looks like right there. I'll just take a screenshot of that and put it up on the page. That way I can crop out anybody else's personal information. Because I do believe that not everybody wants to be sharing their last name randomly on the internet. So when you create your account, it's important to go in here to create your account in a way that you're not giving out information you don't want other people to see. Or information you don't want other people to share in videos, because that's what I do here is I make a lot of videos. So if you don't want your name to appear a certain way, just make sure you present it in a certain way under your privacy settings, and you get to choose whatever name you want to use in this application. Super helpful. This is the one I'm using. Basically, I just set up my timer for my start time, and then I tell it exactly how many hours I want to fast. So I was doing a 36-hour fast, just punch in 36 hours, and then when the timer's up, it'll give you a little notification, and that's about all it notifies me, is that the notification that my fast is over. So that's good news, and it doesn't give you a ding or anything like that. At least for me, it doesn't. So that way, it gives me a little banner up top, and I can just swipe the phone down, and I can see exactly what's going on in there. So I can pick, I can click on it. I can see how many hours I've been fasting. I can decide how much longer I'm going to go on the fast, or I can also decide if I'm going to just stop my fast right at that point, hit the button, and go start eating again. But like I said, since my fast stops at 6 a.m. in the morning, I don't eat at 6 a.m. in the morning. I usually get up, drink some coffee, drink some water, take my vitamins, my electrolytes, and then I'll just chill for a little bit, and I'll respond to messages on my phone. And then a couple hours later, sometimes 2 or 3, 4 hours later, all of a sudden it's 40 hours and I'm still fasting. So that's a great way to extend your fast as well, is to try to end your fast in a spot where it'll just roll over into extra time. And that's a neat little trick that a lot of us have been using to gain extra fasting benefits and stuff like that, because we want to stay in autophagy and solid ketosis for as long as possible. But I did that for 3 days in a row this week, and I noticed on the very first day and every single day after that, I felt like my body was shifting into ketosis quicker. And I'm guessing a lot of that has to do with the carnivore type eating that I'm doing. So, because that kind of constantly puts you in a stage of perpetual ketosis, and it also just sets you up for a little bit later on. Okay, one of the things I have been trying to do is promote the fact that I have a P.O. box set up for the channel, and I have been requesting people. I don't ask for money. I don't ask for gifts. I don't care if you live in the lower 48. I don't care if you live in Fairbanks, Alaska, just wherever. Now, the reason behind this is I want to have a collection of postcards from the YouTube channel, and I want to have them all collected in one spot. Like I'm thinking like some sort of fancy box that I can put these in. And basically it's going to be like a memento, after daddy passes away. It's something I can leave my children. And yeah, they're a lot of fun anyways. I get all excited about receiving stuff like this. And this is the first postcard that showed up in the mailbox this week. It just happens to be from one of my cousins. She's been following me and supporting me on this weight loss journey ever since I got started. And just like relatives do, sometimes we're pretty straightforward with one another. Let's see, she wrote, yo cousin, or yo cuz, because I'm a cuz. Just wanted to send you a quick word of encouragement. Keep up the great work. And thank you. Thank you, cousin Deb. I do appreciate that. Petroglyph from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Something else amazing also arrived. Now, I don't know who sent this because it's an Amazon package. I was really excited to see an Amazon package show up because that P.O. box is strictly just for the YouTube channel. I don't send any of my other mail to this P.O. box. The P.O. box is set up specifically for anybody that wants to send me anything through the YouTube channel. And yeah, I was pretty excited to see that. Now, I did take a peek, but I'm not sure exactly what this is or who it came from, because it just says here on the label who to ship to. Let's see, and it came to me. Now this is shipped out of Chicago. It looks like South Chicago, and I'm guessing this is just a business label. But I don't know if you guys recognize this emblem here. I'm not sure what it is. If I flip it around, boom. There we go. I was so tickled pink to see this. I mean, I don't even, I'm standing beside myself because I don't know who sent this. This is one of the most random things. And I feel blessed. I'm like, wow, somebody sent me some Wagyu beef tallow. And there was a little note in here that I did look at on the Amazon receipt. Like, again, the Amazon receipts, they don't say much. They don't give me any information as to who sent the order. It just says South Chicago packing Wagyu beef tallow, 42 ounces, friendly, keto friendly, 100% pure Wagyu. That's awesome. I wish I had this a couple weeks ago when I was cooking up all those steaks. I'm out of steaks now, unfortunately. That's too bad. But there is a little message here, a gift for you. Enjoy your gift. Now you can stop using the olive oil to fry your steaks. LOL, first class airport transport. I'm not sure what the bottom, it says from first class airport transport. I guess that's who it's from, guys. I don't know. Just let me know who you are. If you see this, I'm seriously happy. Thank you very much. I'm definitely going to use this. I need to get some money. Unfortunately, I'm not working right now, so I don't have the money to go out and buy any more steak, but I can't wait. I can't wait to use this. This sounds so amazing. Let me know what you guys think. Would you use beef tallow? I mean, I'm guessing this is expensive. I don't know. I've never been able to purchase it because it's a situation for me right now. It's kind of personal. But would you use this, a little bit of this, to cook up burgers or anything else? Because that's pretty much all I have for the moment is 80/20 ground beef from Costco. So let me know what you guys think, if this is going to be something you might use for that. Oh, something else that showed up was another YouTube channel showed up here. Alaska Lifestyles. Now I traded some Jeep parts, and he had a couple stickers on hand, so then we just sat around and talked. So hey, thank you, Alaska Lifestyles. I do appreciate you. And if you guys don't know anything about him, go check him out. He's got a Jeep channel. It's not really a Jeep channel. He's not trying to have a Jeep channel, but it seems like it's turning into a Jeep channel. So, but he did want to do basic Alaska lifestyle type topics. And again, oh, I got this bike rack. So I don't have a lot of money right now. So I got on Facebook and I was like, everybody's cleaning out their sheds right now. So I might as well just ask people like, hey, do you have a bike rack that you don't need, that's in the way, that you're not using, something that goes into a bumper hitch? And one lady did respond, and I'm super thankful for her. I'm not going to mention her name, but I was blown away. I was thankful because sometimes if you just ask, if you just put it out there and say, hey, I could really use this. This is why I could use this. And I wanted to get a bike rack because I have a small Jeep. My mountain bike does not fit in the back of this Jeep unless it's like hanging out and it's all over the place. So I got a new bike rack. I got both bikes loaded up. I was hoping to take the wife out today and go riding, but she's out doing Instacart right now, and I'm not sure her situation. So that might happen. That might not happen later. But I did want to say thank you to that lady that, provided us this bike rack, because now I can load up my mountain bike really quick, safely on the Jeep. And it did turn into a project. That's always an unfortunate thing because the spare tire got in the way. I had to go to AIH and buy a little pin to fit in the receiver, because the hole that goes through the bike rack hole itself, once it slides into the receiver, is actually a little bit smaller than a tow hitch pin. I don't know why they did that, but it didn't cost me much, about $4 for another pin. I got the bikes all mounted up. We can go take them out for a spin, hopefully really soon. I want to do it today.
I've been writing songs for TV shows. The money never lasts and the feeling goes away. I can hear a weird small silent voice that says I'll never cut through all the noise. And yet, I think I'm starting to believe it. What if all the things I want weren't meant for me? Maybe a more pretty life's not meant to be. What if I never make it? What if I never make a name for myself? Was it ever even worth trying? Is there somewhere even worth finding? What if I never make it? The show is ending and the lights are going down, but there's no one in the crowd tonight, so I'll keep singing for myself, alright, yeah. I guess I could find another job that pays a hell of a lot better than these stupid songs. Yeah, sometimes I hate them.
Okay guys, the wife showed up. We just got done doing about a 6.5 mile bike ride from Westchester Lagoon all the way down to the end of the airport runway. And it was a pretty nice ride. I only had to walk for, a good maybe 100 feet or so, because I just couldn't pedal anymore. And I tried standing up on my legs and I couldn't do it. You know how you stand up and you ride your bike and sway back and forth? I can't do that yet. I think I can get there pretty quickly. Like I said, we got this new bike rack on the back of the Jeep, and I thank that lady a million times, because this is exactly what we were planning on doing, is being able to get our bikes loaded up on the Jeep, just take off and just go for random bike rides, because there's I don't know how many miles here of bike path in Anchorage, but that's something I've been doing differently this week, which is getting out, riding my bicycle more. I've been doing a lot more walking. We've also been hiking some trails. Thunderbird Falls, that was one of them. That was a good time. Me and my wife had a lot of fun filming that one. And then at home, I'm lifting some weights. I tried doing sit-ups last night on the floor. That was embarrassing. I mean, I can kind of get my arms across and then just crunch up a little bit. And that's all I can do, is just crunch up a little bit. It's pretty bad. What are you figuring out?
Paved bike trails in Anchorage is approximately 120 plus miles.
120?
Yeah. That's just paved trails.
Wow, I figured there's way more than that because
The-
they're everywhere here.
Maintained ski trails, 105 miles. Dog mushing trails, 36 miles. Summer non-paved hiking trails, 87 miles.
Huh. I always figured there was way more than that here because it's just
It seems like there
bike
is.
paths are everywhere in Alaska. They're like all over Anchorage. You go out to Eagle River, you'll find more bike paths out there. Wasilla, all the way up to Willow. They're just all over the place. I think there's even some out in Talkeetna and Fairbanks and you name it. There's bike paths all over this place, and they're a lot of fun, and they're kind of difficult to ride on. Because there's a lot of pedestrians out here. So you got to watch out for the pedestrians, people walking their dogs, people with small kids. And a couple of years ago, we were those people with small kids walking the bike paths, getting in the bicycle's way. And always having to tell our kids, you know, hey, get out of the way, people are coming. Because when you're coming through on a bike, you're winded. You know, especially me. I haven't done this in years. I'm really winded. I don't have enough energy to yell out to people half the time, be like, hey, here I come, or you know, without losing control of the bike, because I'm just getting back into shape. I mean, so this is fun. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing differently this week, is getting out, riding my bike, lifting weights, embarrassingly trying to do sit-ups and push-ups. But I feel better than I have in a long time. I'm 50 years old now, and I feel like I'm 30 years old again. I mean, this is how I felt when I was 30. I was like, man, let's just go do stuff. Let's just jump on a bicycle and go for a ride. You know, 3-4 years ago, when we bought this bicycle, I was a lot skinnier then, but I couldn't hardly ride it. I didn't have any energy. I was eating garbage food. So, I mean, that's the difference between eating a carnivore diet and eating the traditional American diet, where we're just eating pizza and garbage and ice cream. I mean, what a difference. I wouldn't have been able to do this without it. I mean, it's different when people are young and they think they're in shape, but if they would actually eat a good diet, eat whole foods, single ingredient foods, and really focus on that, they would be so much healthier than what they think they are. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing.
Well, thank you, my dear.
You're welcome. Okay, guys, this is where we need a little bit of your input. Do you guys want to see some bike videos around town? Because we can absolutely set that up and make that happen. Me and my wife here, we can get out and do some more. We do need to get her Jeep set up with a hitch so we can do the same thing to hers and get some bikes on the back of hers as well, because we got a lot of kids. You know, I got 3 kids, and eventually we're going to have to get them all out on the bike path. So yeah, just let us know if you want to see more. And as always, guys, like I say at the end of my videos, we'll see you in the next one. That's all you do.
Yes, it is.
Apple, you're out of the way. You look out of the way. I think you're in frame. I don't know. Maybe that's
Like barely.
That's a pretty wide lens there.
Yeah.
Gonna do something here? What are we doing? You gonna record? That battery in? I don't know if you're recording or not. Oh my goodness, what did I do to myself today? Pop you out. Yep, we're recording. I'm so tired now.